everybody in this room is key to us. We've got representation here from forest owners, New Zealand Trade and Enterprise, Callaghan, the Mayor, a lot of good people and a lot of key staff to our business. Also, our local suppliers, we can't do it without you guys. We've been through some pretty tough times and really appreciate the effort that you guys have done to support us. Staff dedication, like the dedication we have from our team, is absolutely phenomenal. I was up the Wairau Gorge and I said, guys, we're going to build a grapple carriage. We wanted to do this because we'd had multiple injuries and multiple accidents with people getting hurt, broken legs, you name it, down the hill, and I believed that this here was a way forward. And this guy was standing there with this contractor plus this forest owner, and this guy laughed at me and he says, what makes you think you're going to pull this off? Because nobody else has. And I said, that's exactly the reason why we're going to pull it off. And I had to think real fast on my feet, and I said to him, not only are we going to build a grapple carriage that pulls trees, we're going to build a grapple carriage that falls trees. And that's that carriage that's sitting out the back there. I had no idea in my wildest dreams that we were ever going to do that, but that's people like that that actually push you to actually make something better. And it's actually still about that health and safety. So 2012 really kicked off with mechanisation in the forest industry, and it wasn't just us. There was a whole heap of different people, mainly stemming from New Zealand. We were probably behind the times through the 80s and 90s from the Americans and the Canadians, but man, we kicked well above our weight. And throughout New Zealand, there was a whole heap of us that started building equipment, maximising mechanisation in the industry. And just in our company, I don't even know how many incidents we'd had, but we reduced out, from the last 10 years, we've reduced our incident rate by over 85% in the industry, and we're pretty proud of that. We had no intentions of selling carriages to Joe Public, it was just for our people. But we thought about, you know what is actually better and bigger than actually saving our people? It's actually saving heaps of people. And we thought the more people we could save in the forest industry, man, that's going to be cool. So then we started selling carriages over in Chile, the US, Canada, Australia. We can save more than just our people. But not only that, we've now realised, and pretty much the downturn over the last years pushed us that way, is now we're looking at other industries. We're not relying on forest industry because it does have its ups and downs. We operate in 6 different countries. And yeah, we've got good representation. We have our own business now in Canada. That's kicking off on Monday. And we've got a big following over there with Madill. That's where Madill was started over in Nanaimo back in, I think it's 1911 when Madill first started. So it's got a big heritage. It's over 100 years old, the company. And today we're here to celebrate these first Madills that are coming off the lines. So yeah, that machine out the door, just to give you an idea, that's on a transporter on Tuesday heading to Canada. But this one here now, we've actually now sold this machine in New Zealand, and we're very lucky and grateful that we've actually got the customer here. I just checked it out this morning, had a quick yarn to him, you really want one of these? And he said, yep, so here it is, he's sat in the seat already. Well done. There we go. With the help of Callaghan Innovations, we've actually now got a new product that we're going to deliver. And no, we're not building a cab to put on it. RFM stands for Remote Falling Machine. This machine here can go on vertical faces. Well, it will be able to. It weighs around about 11 tonne, that's why it's 1100, and we're trying to keep in the history of Madill. But this little guy is, I believe, is the first product since the 90s from Madill. 10 months in, we've got our first product out there. I already knew that we had a plan with our felling carriage, and this here's the next part to it. We've got a long way to go yet, don't get me wrong, I'm not kidding myself. We've just started up a new crew in the North Island where 90% of that forest has to be hand cut. And what we're going to do with our felling carriage, and then when we get this going, we're going to mech for that whole forest. We believe we can do it, and we really thank Earnslaw for the support they're giving us on that and believing in us. Going on from there, we want to get into the 2250s, but also the Madill 124s. We want to modify those. We actually have a Madill 124 now that we can actually skyline with. We want to do some modification to the new 124 so we can actually run a standing skyline plus a running skyline, so I can do both. We want to carry on with our products. We want to keep on developing them. We need great customers that can give us feedback. The changes that we made on these Madills, they come from customers. We went around customers. Customers are so freaking important to us, and our suppliers are key, but there's nothing more important than our staff. Like, we couldn't do what we're doing without our staff. They're absolutely awesome. Really appreciate you guys coming along. This is a memorable day for us. Like I said, with Madill, actually getting the first one out.